All right, worst job you've ever had. We talked about the sheepdog. He said, the hell with it. I'm not herding sheep anymore. Dude jumps the fence and goes 240 miles home. Now, I love dogs. It makes me feel sad that he had to do 240 miles by himself, but there's a happy ending. He gets home, and his owners gave him a big, big mound of wet dog food because that's what dogs like.
Piero walked 2 weeks, 240 miles, said enough with this job. This job is so horrible. Now, they say the week before he left, he just didn't give an F anymore.
That was the best part, is they saw him start to become disinterested in the gig.
He's just like, I'm so sick of herding sheep. This is so lame. They're like, no, you got to keep them in check. Nah, I'm going home. They're like, you're a dog.
Sheep pimping ain't easy.
You herd 240 miles away. You ain't going nowhere. He's like, yeah, right. Chuck deuce. I'm out.
All right, we're going to get to your calls now and some stories. Best story, we've got Seth MacFarlane tickets on the worst job you've ever had, and you had to quit that bitch. Let's get to Stefan. Stefan, welcome to the show.
Woo! What's up, guys?
What up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
So the worst job I had, I worked at Office Max, which is exactly as boring as it sounds.
Right.
And,
Are you trying to say paper clips don't excite you?
Oh, yeah, it was the best, and everyone was wondering about odd office products I'd never heard of, and they were pissed off that I didn't know where they were. But, yeah, because, it's stuff that you would never know unless you worked in an office, and I was like 18. So the best part is like I would always show up to work early, always tried to, like, do everything detailed, be good.
Right.
And when I quit, I started cutting corners and being, cheap, just showing up whenever I wanted. And they actually complimented me on my worst service.
Are you serious? They're like,
Yeah.
we've noticed the step down in giving an F.
So you pulled a Piero. He pulled a sheepdog on this. He just started slacking off.
Exactly. Once I started cutting corners, they were like, wow, it's a shame you're quitting. You're really getting this done well. I was like, I'm done. I can't do it.
Well, you probably were cutting those corners with Office Max approved scissors.
Yeah,
that are sold for only $4.99. I'll tell you what, though, whenever I walk into one of these stores, whether it's an Office Max or a Best Buy or whatever, and I talk to the reps, I know they're specialists in those stores. I never bombard them with stuff. If they don't know, I understand that they, probably have a part-time job and don't know everything that's in the store.
Yeah, and if you're going to get pissed off at somebody at Office Max, I mean, what's the clientele there? It's just like angry administrative assistants?
What are you going to do? Get all fired up because some poor dude doesn't know what ink cartridge you need?
Hey, Russ.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
What do you got, buddy?
Dude? Oh, not much. Worst job I ever had to be when I was way back 16 years old. I was a security guard, about 150 pounds in like a gang-infested little strip mall arcade and stuff like that. And I had nothing but like a baton, not even pepper spray, nothing. So,
you have to fight gangs with a baton?
I was like Napoleon Dynamite out there. The only perks to that job was I'd get like a free donut on the when I passed the donut shop on the corner there. But,
Russ, did you ever get your ass kicked?
No, I did not on that one. But I didn't get into too much. I didn't last long on that job. It was a joke. I was like, this. It was too much for me.
That's the thing about a lot of those guys. They go out of their way not to do anything because the cards are stacked against you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Russ is probably watching a gang smash out windows and stealing TVs, and then he looks down at his hip and he goes, yeah, still just a baton. I think I'll pass on that conversation.
You got a 4-inch piece of wood just sitting there on your hip. Forget it. Hey, James.
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
what's
buddy.
Up,
worst job you've ever had?
Oh, man, I got this thing beat, man. So 18 years ago, came out from SoCal, knew nothing about Vegas, started reading the paper, looking for a job.
James, are you on a Bluetooth or something? We can barely hear you, dude.
No, I'm not on a Bluetooth.
All right, get that receiver closer to your mouth.
All right, you got me now?
Yep.
Way better.
What was the job, James?
All right, sorry.
What was the job?
So I went down, got a job at a bookstore. They were looking for a security guard, adult bookstore, I should say. So, manager,
kind of cool.
Yeah.
So far, this is what I thought. So, manager goes, "Okay, here's your job." He goes, "You're a pretty big dude." He goes, "I need you to stand in this dark room. It's in the back. There's a bunch of video booths with coins." And he goes,
"He didn't hand you a mop, did he?"
Nope. Hey, nope. And then he goes, "All you need to do is just let every guy know there's no sexual activity allowed." I said, "Okay." But he said, let them do what they want. So I had to sit in a dark back room listening to these guys do their thing.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Here's the kicker. Here's
Whoa,
the kicker.
whoa, that
worse.
was the kicker. What do you
Here's the
mean?
kicker. I had to clean up after everything,
Oh,
and they had no mop. I had a Windex and a roll of paper towels, and that was it.
And-
God.
and
How
he-
much did they pay you? $70
It was
million a year?
$8.25.
$8.25 an hour.
8.25 million?
No, $8.25 an hour.
Oh,
So let's
my
say that lasted about 10 days.
You need a new agent, man. That
know
just
what?
isn't a good gig.
If I took that job, my first check would be for $8.25.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
so
get
needless-
gloves? Did they give you gloves?
no, I had to buy my own.
No.
And so I just basically started slacking off after the first 5 days. I just started
Wait, you
sitting in
said
my
slacking off,
yeah,
right?
that's-
I just started sitting in my own booth and putting coins in myself and just watching my own movies.
Did you ever just when one of these gentlemen would leave your dark room? Did you ever just give them the eyes like, dude?
No, they used to try and like shake my hand. They're like, "All right, bro." They're like, "Catch you." I'm like, "Get out of here, man." I'm like, "Come on."
any celebrities, anybody famous go in there?
Nah, not that. It was so dark you could barely see.
Right, all right.
You
All
could
right.
definitely hear though.
Hold,
A lot of skiing going in on that room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to
It was-
ask
it
you to
was-
replicate the noise, but I don't think we can do that, so forget it.